That shiver you get from a song isn't emotion. It's your brain misfiring an ancient alarm. The exact same reflex that raised the fur on a terrified animal a million years ago. A perfect note triggers it. Your skin prickles, and your body braces for a danger that never comes. It's called frisson. Think of the one song that always does it to you. The drop, the key change, the moment a voice cracks. Got it? Here's what's actually happening in your body. And here's the strangest part. Not everyone can feel it at all. Think about how bizarre this actually is. Music is nothing but air, waves of pressure hitting your eardrum in a pattern. There's no meaning in it, no threat, no reward, just vibrating air. And yet, the right arrangement of that air can make your entire body react. Goosebumps rise on your arms. A wave moves up your neck and across your scalp. Your heart reacts before your mind can catch up. How does a pattern of air pressure reach in and pull a physical response out of your body? To answer that, we have to start with the goosebumps themselves, because they are older than music, older than humans, and they were never meant for this. Every goosebump on your body is a tiny muscle contracting at the base of a hair, standing it upright. Animals do this constantly, for two good reasons. When it's cold, raising the fur traps a layer of warm air against the skin, and when they're threatened, puffing the fur up makes them look bigger. Think of a terrified cat doubling in size. It's an ancient survival reflex wired deep into the nervous system, running on autopilot. But here's the thing. You don't have fur. You have almost none of it left. So when your arm hair stands up, it accomplishes nothing at all. It traps no heat. It frightens off no predators. It's a ghost, a leftover reflex from a furry animal you stopped being a very long time ago. You carry other ghosts like it. The faint muscles that once swiveled your ears toward a sound, the newborn's grip strong enough to hold onto a branch. Evolution rarely deletes old code. It just stops using it. Which leaves a genuinely strange question. Why is a beautiful song setting off the exact same alarm your ancestors used for freezing cold and mortal fear? The answer is that the chill was never really about the music being beautiful. It's about surprise. Your brain is a prediction machine. It never just receives the world, it constantly guesses what's coming next, a half second ahead of reality. And it does this to music without you ever noticing. As you listen, some part of you is quietly forecasting the next note, the next beat. Where the melody is about to climb or fall, most of the time, the song does exactly what you expected, and you feel nothing at all. The prediction was correct, and correct is boring. But every so often, a song sets you up to expect one thing, and then hands you something better. An unexpected chord. A sudden swell from quiet to enormous. A voice that cracks at exactly the right moment. A key that lifts the entire song upward. In that instant, your prediction shatters, and your brain does something remarkable. It floods you with reward. In 2011, neuroscientists at McGill University, led by Robert Zatorre, put people in a scanner while they listened to music that gave them chills. And they watched the brain release dopamine, the same chemical that spikes for food, for sex, for drugs. It fired twice. Once in the seconds of anticipation, building toward the peak, and once at the peak itself, the exact moment of the chill. So the shiver isn't your reaction to a pretty sound, it's your brain rewarding you for a prediction that got beautifully, thrillingly broken. And the goosebumps? That's the jolt of arousal from the surprise, reaching back and yanking on that ancient reflex. An alarm, hijacked by beauty. And here's the proof it runs on prediction. You can play your favorite song for the 1,000th time, know the exact second the chill is coming, and still get it every time. By now, your brain isn't surprised at all, it's anticipating. And anticipation, building toward a peak you are certain is on its way, is its own flood of reward. Which brings us to the strangest fact of all. If frisson is just surprise and reward, running on standard human hardware, then why do some people never feel it? Because the hardware isn't standard. Somewhere between half and 2/3 of people get chills from music. The rest feel almost nothing. No shiver, no goosebumps, no matter how gorgeous the song. And in 2016, a researcher named Matthew Sachs decided to find out why. He scanned the brains of people who feel frisson and people who don't, and he found a physical difference between them. The people who get chills had more, denser, thicker nerve fibers connecting the part of the brain that processes sound to the parts that process emotion and reward. A literal bridge made of white matter running between hearing and feeling, built wider in some skulls than in others. So if music sends a shiver down your spine, this is not poetry. You have more wiring linking your ears to your emotions than the person standing next to you. And the people who feel nothing are not cold or broken or missing out on purpose. Their sound and their feelings are simply connected by a narrower road. Same song, different bridge. There's a personality piece to it too. The people who feel if frisson the most tend to be the ones most easily absorbed by art. The ones who fall all the way into a song, a story, a painting, and forget the room they're in. The more open you are to being moved, the more often the wave arrives. There's one more clue hiding in what actually gives us chills. It's rarely the happiest music. Far more often, it's the bittersweet, the aching, the longing, the sound of something beautiful and sad at the same time. Some researchers think that isn't a coincidence, that the chill reaches back to an even older circuit, the one that once handled separation and reunion, loss and belonging in deeply social animals. The same ancient wiring that made being apart hurt and coming back together feel like relief. Music somehow presses that button with nobody else in the room at all. And it isn't only music that can do it. The same wave can hit during a soaring moment in a film, a stadium of people singing as one, a speech that lands at exactly the right beat. Anywhere a pattern builds and then breaks open, the old reflex can fire. So, put it together. Music is only structured air. The chill it gives you is a vestigial reflex, built for cold and for fear, in an animal that had fur. It fires not because the song is pretty, but because the song surprised you, beat your brain's prediction, and flooded it with reward. And whether it fires at all depends on how thickly your particular brain wired listening to feeling. Beauty, surprise, and a million-year-old alarm, all colliding in a single wave up your spine. So the next time a song raises the hair on your arms, you'll know exactly what's happening. An ancient alarm, designed to warm a body you no longer have and frighten off predators that are long gone, has been quietly repurposed by your brain to reward you for being surprised by something beautiful. Your body is bracing for a danger that will never come and calling it joy. We say a song moved us, as if it's only a figure of speech. It isn't. Something in you actually moved. And for a second or two, a pattern of air reached all the way in, found a reflex older than your species, and reminded you that underneath everything, you are still a feeling animal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. See you in the next one.